Dreaded words every driver hates to hear. Sir, you are working. It's alright, might get some attention, see if notifications go out, see if anybody cares. Let's mute this phone. Some hot chick on Instagram wants to chat. I think it cracks me up. Cracks me up. Now, we can call this morning coffee, but that usually doesn't respond well. Oh, there I am, in my ugly mask. How's the signal? Let's see. We got the Hool, Charles Brandt, Almond Chimera, Eddie. What's up? About time you got up. Man, I've been up, Scott. I've been up. Anthony Bressler, what's up? The Hool, what time is it? Where morning keto tequila? Well, that's weird. There's no such thing as morning keto tequila. Keto tequila. It's kind of funny to say that. No, we got some Pilot coffee, which, I don't know, tastes kind of rank, even though it's being the cup. Well, I'm here in the great, beautiful state of Michigan, and it's lovely roads. Gotta love it. I've been vlogging. I've had the GoPro going. And go hang out with the boss today. He's gonna tear apart my truck, but I booked this load, and it was literally, I'll tell you the numbers since we're all interested in numbers, right? $3.63 a mile, all miles. So about $3.80. It was only a 30-mile deadhead, about $3.80 a mile before Jeff's cut. So $2.90 all miles to the truck. I put this ridiculous bid on one of the click and go, but I noticed where I was going. It's a grocery warehouse. And I noticed that it had a window between 3 and 7 a.m. And I'm like, man, and I tried calling this shipper, and they're like, I couldn't get anybody. I'm like, oh well, what's the worst that can happen? I spend all day here, or they tell me I gotta go come back later or whatever. So I show up. This place is kind of a cluster to get in and out. And I show up, and lady's looking at her appointment paper. I'm like, hey, just out of curiosity, what was my appointment time? And it's like, you're working. You're a known working. I'm like, sometimes those words are disastrous, but it's better than, well, you have to reschedule and show up another day. That's happened to me before too. So I figured I'd get on here, and sure enough, man, right when I go live, I get the red light. So, and what I have is kind of a special product in a way. So I think they're desperate for this stuff. So. Pilot coffee, aka tea coffee flavor. I don't know what you're talking about, the whole. What's coffee taste like in Sweden? No, we're not packing a 380 there, the whole. Get your facts straight. Yeah, your train horns. I am up early, Tommy. I was up even earlier. Normally I'm up at 4 a.m. to do nothing, and this time I was up to drive. So, Juan Avalos, good morning. Grilling chicken breast on my Traeger grill this morning. What's a Traeger grill? I've never heard of that. What is that? What's special about that? Is that a brand? Is it a fancy way of cooking something? Is it like the grill version of a Keurig or something? I don't doubt that, the whole. I can hear you in your fake thick voice. Man, this dude's gonna hit this dude's truck. Okay, you saw it. I got pretty lucky. The dock they gave me is, and you'll see it on the vlog if I ever put it out, they give you enough swing room, whereas if I was over there, I wouldn't have enough swing room. I've been at my shipper since 5:44 p.m. yesterday. Got unloaded, but waiting to be reloaded. Wow. Triggers are awesome. You should check them out. It's a convention grill that uses wood pellets as fuel. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Sounds like a lot of work. I like the gas grill myself, but. Oh, everyone's up. Jeffrey Like. Did you change your name again, Jeff? Whatever that noise is freaked me out. Thought it was my truck. There's a guy backing with the train horn. Now, if you guys watched my video from yesterday, so there was a Volvo two doors down, and they he had a little kid with him, right? And so he got out, the father got out and was closing his doors, and his son he was like four or five. He's literally sitting on the steering column hitting the horn, and that's what you heard on the video. And that pause that you saw me do was me thinking if I wanted to start the video over or if I just was going to continue going, so I just continued it. Because, that's one of the things I hated about Volvos is the air horn. I like having the rope. I like having the chain. I like the old school, I don't want it to look and feel and sound like a car horn, So, but hey Jeff, you gotta text me where I need to park my trailer, and then after I get out of here, I'm gonna grab a shower somewhere and clean up a little bit in here. So just letting you know. But other than that, man, did you guys like the last video? I've been trying to do these little short videos, and that way, I don't know, that way my channel can build up a little bit better. Doing nothing but live feeds kind of, I don't know, stunts growth, I think, a little bit for me. I ain't shaving nothing. It's not like Jeff doesn't know what I look like. Now, I don't think his wife likes my beard or my hair. this truck. Be right back. You guys about to hit that dude's truck. Maybe we can help him out here. Just kind of get a better angle for your tail swing than the other truck. Yeah, getting called to the main office, never good. There you go. There you go. Now whip it around. Make sure your tail is good. Good. You're good. You're good. You're good. He's hit that pivot. There's a pivot point with your tandems all the way forward like that. He had it. Yeah. He almost hit that red truck over there.
He almost hit the wall.
Yeah.
Angle's not, these angles look too steep.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room up here, so. Yeah, he got lucky. Trying to get this guy out. Make sure he doesn't hit the red truck, but he can't set up. Alright, now cut it. Now cut it. Hard, hard. You got a Volvo. That thing steers on a dime. Come on. No. No. Nope. It's not gonna make it. Yo, hey. get out and look on that side, but not on this side. Just pull forward. Pull the mirrors in. Okay, this guy's pulling out. Alright. This guy's like, you know what? That's good. Because he just backed into that dock. So he's helping him out. Oh, that was nice of him. Oh well. That was a guy in the blue truck was like, you know what? I've still got a green line. I'm gonna move forward and not deal with this dude. And this guy is like way off. But yeah. Training is very important. So, let's see here. You can't see on the blind side a little well. Like we're in a bad. I know. Sorry about that. Let's see. Old fat white guy. Just firing me. Almost enough room to straight back in. Yeah, there's a lot of room here. He's the other guy literally said that there's usually trailers right there, and if you look at Google here, let's switch around here, like trailers lined up like double stacked right here. And so this guy had plenty of room. I had plenty of room. I was like, yay. Because if I had to back there, you know, and they got the docks that don't have the space for the trailer doors. That makes it definitely more difficult here. So, you know, calling the chopper, airlift that truck in the dock. Yep, at least a lot better angle. Yeah, you're doing the right thing, getting out and helping. Maybe he's been driving all night and tired. Yeah, Tommy, I think he's just inexperienced. He would have hit this red truck. I don't think the guy in the red truck realizes how close he came to losing his complete left side. So a lot of people don't think of the tail swing. You know, we're concentrating on the tandems, not realizing the tail swing. I'll tell you a little story. I was in Terrell, Texas at that big huge TA, right? I think that's where I was. And now my first truck at Transland was a Volvo 670. And the second truck I had was a Peterbilt 387, just like my Peterbilt, my old one. And while I like that truck, yeah, judging by the way this guy's backing, he has absolutely no clue. I mean, he's all like at a 45-degree angle in the dock. So this would have been like 3 hours long. So he's walking the dog, but he's not doing a very good job of it. Anyways. Transland pulled me, and they put me back in a brand new Volvo, which Volvos, 670s, they're like cab overs, practically cab overs, right? They turn on a dime, you know. And so I was feeling a little bit confident, and I was parking at a truck stop. It was late at night, and I was going in between two trucks, which normally I try to find a double wide space, but you know, I was feeling cocky because this thing turns on a dime, right? And it's this really nice built 389 on my blind side. I forget what was on the sight side. And I'm backing, you know, and the guy's sitting there at the front, you know, with his laptop, just kind of sitting there hanging out. And I get back in, I'm thinking I'm doing pretty good. Also, I hear this crash and then an air horn. I was freaking out. I came out, my legs were shaking, you know, and I'm like, did I hit you? And he's like, yeah. And when it was a step deck, and I had hit that incline, and I took out a clearance light. So, he was cool about it. He was like, oh man, I thought you had it too, until it cleared the trailer. Right, and luckily it was the step deck, because if it had been a drive-in or something, I probably would have punctured the trailer. So, you know, instead of calling companies and all that, you know, I gave the guy a little bit of money to pay for the lights. He's an owner operator, and he was good, and that was it. That was it. So if you have a minor infraction at a shipper or at a truck stop, it's best to just leave everybody out of it and pay somebody, right? So, throw $10 bills. Rick LP, check it in. So I know what that dude's going through, but it's the ones that have too much confidence. Those are the ones you got to worry about. Complacent, you know. Other than one time, any truck that's ever hit me at a truck stop has been an old, I've been trucking for 20 years type guy, you know. I don't remember, Mr. Chapstick, if it was loaded. It wasn't loaded much, but I think it was empty. So. $5 for a light, $45. No, I think I ended up giving him a 20, because I went in to buy him a light. And so he gave me the light, and I went into the truck stop, and they didn't have one of that particular kind. So this is before the CSA was like giving me points for having lights out and stuff like that. So it wasn't a problem. You know, he just just give me about, call it good. No need to call companies or whatever. So, but you know, look at trailers. Look at the Schneider trailers. You know, Steve Berger did a good video. He uploaded it last night. So he's been at Schneider for 4 years. He's on his 3rd truck, and he's doing very well. And yeah, he's doing really good there. So guys, check him out. So, judging by my air suspension gauge, we are still not loaded or unloaded. Yeah, the Schneider trailers. You know, that's what Steve Berger was talking about. These Schneider trailers look like someone took a hammer to them sometimes. If you got a 945 or a 955, TA955, you're just dreading. And the TA 130s and 140s aren't doing too good either. You know, and I don't know about the tank. I don't know what's going on with the Schneider tank division, but I have never ever seen a Schneider tank that didn't have some sort of damage to it at all. Like I've never seen a clean, pristine, untouched tank over at Schneider. So I don't know what those tanker drivers are doing over there. Daniel, what's up? I missed you coming in. New mirror coming. Yeah, it would have been expensive. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna get off here. Nothing else really to talk about. Jeff's probably secretly gonna fire me. He just wants me to turn in the ELD. Personally, so he knows he'll get it back. Pre-crash for their comedians. I haven't seen many good-looking Schneider trailers, to be honest. Most look like they've got some moles out on them. I remember one time I picked up a brand new Schneider trailer. It was like literally the first. I don't even think I had one load in it. I actually took a picture of that with the truck. I just washed the truck. Because Schneider, Landstar will pay for a trailer wash every 2 weeks. So if you got a Landstar company trailer, they will pay for a wash. If it's done at Blue Beacon, and it's not, it's less than, it's more than 2 weeks. So, and that was cool because you can get the, like, if you just do tractor only, you're paying more for the tractor. If you do tractor and trailer together, you're paying less for the tractor, even though you're paying more on the trailer. So no one ever gets a Schneider trailer wash because Schneider won't do that. Whereas Landstar will actually pay for the trailer wash. Good morning, Bruger. How many miles was your load? It was 273 loaded. So the total load was 303 miles. Good paying load. Guys, the rates right now are really good. If you're sitting at home afraid to run, I haven't encountered any violence. I haven't encountered any protests. I'm staying out of the cities where those are happening. St. Louis and Chicagoland are more dangerous than they normally are, but still I haven't encountered anything, and I had to spend the night in downtown St. Louis. So if fear is keeping you home, you can't let that get to you. And that's the little nugget section of this video, which usually happens after I say I've got nothing to talk about. The biggest danger of this whole COVID riot world stuff that we're living in is that it's hard to focus on your business. It's hard to focus on future plans, right? And you're easily distracted, and if fear or anger is keeping you from your next level or accelerating or doing the next thing, that's to me that's I don't know, that's a sad thing, right? I can understand not making an investment because you want to hold on to your money because you don't know what the next 3 months are going to bring. But as far as running the current business you have, I think that you can't let fear keep you from, and here's the thing, if and I did it too. I stayed a week home, in April when rates were rock bottom. But all that did was make me sit at home, stress out, and dwell on all the negative stuff that was happening. That was right when the riot world started, in that time frame. And I remember being home for a week and told my wife, I said, you know what, I don't care what the rates are. I got to move Monday, not because of financial, but because of mental. Because sitting at home, watching the news, watching Facebook, and watching the live riot feeds and all that, all you're doing is throwing this negative energy into your system, and there's no way, if you're sitting at home dwelling on stuff and not seeing what it's really like out here, it's easy to put stuff in your head that doesn't, that's not true. It gets amplified, and I'm guilty of, I post a lot of the trucker was shot posts on my Facebook, but that's more of a warning. I'm a little bit more alert when I go into certain areas to make sure I'm not getting shot at. But guys were shooting at drivers in the 70s and in the 80s. There was I just remember that there was a couple of dudes that was in Washington D.C. shooting at cars and stuff a few years ago. I mean, so that's I think I post those because I really want people to know that truck drivers are starting to protect themselves, and that maybe we shouldn't be targets, because you might be targeting the wrong person. TJ Jones, Gary Markham, Thor, good morning. Looking for a load now. Yeah. Thor's finding out that Monday through Friday 8 to 5 thing kicks in when you got to call on loads, but the click and goes are still doable. What do you think about sleepy Joe Biden? I don't bring politics in. The voice of reason. Who is the voice of reason? Who's that? You got a wrench, so obviously it's somebody that I've trusted, somebody who changed the name. But that said, there's still an excuse for it. Right. My second highest grossing week. Last load delivers on the 8th day, which is AM tomorrow. I was talking to a friend of mine that's sitting at home. I told him, I said, dude, this is like almost 2018 levels. I mean, it was interesting. There was a broker that I used to use all the time. And yesterday morning, before my bid was accepted by the Click and Go, I was texting him back and forth on a particular load that was coming in Michigan. So, now I'm looking, Jeff wanted me in, so now I'm looking for a specific area, right? Which usually can be a challenge. Usually you're going to take a 200-mile deadhead hit or something, right? And they're starting to unload me, so that's good. And for the same miles and more deadhead on each end, they wanted literally almost half or over half or less than half of what this load paid. And I couldn't believe it. It's like, mind you, I haven't used this broker in a long time, but that should show the broker something. This is a major brokerage that 4 or 5 of us used to predominantly run for. And when we lost our representative, we've all but stopped using them, and they have not been successful for us. And then they got hit hard with COVID world by not their volume went way down. So you would think that the brokerage would be like, hey, we noticed you haven't run a load in a while. Is there a particular reason why? Maybe figure out why half the drivers of one fleet stopped using you almost suddenly, and I don't know, but that's just me. I don't know how to run a brokerage or anything, so what do I know? So it's time to run, because there's no telling. Let fear make you run instead of make you not run, because we don't know what the next 6 months are going to bring. I believe that the election is going to get ugly, and I believe that the economy is going to suffer a little bit. Economy usually suffers on election year anyways. That's normal, but this is on steroids for some reason. So I apologize for sending you a couple things on Messenger. I didn't know where you stood. TJ, the thing with Messenger is there's a lot of, like, I've had 3 friends in the last 5 days get hacked. And what happens is you click, someone who gets hacked doesn't realize it, and then they send links on Messenger, and if you click on that link, that usually innocently looks like a video or like, can you believe this kind of thing, and then boom, now they got your password for your Facebook, and then they can hack, and then it spreads like a virus, right? And so unless someone tells me specifically, hey, open this up, you know, I don't open things on Messenger, and that's why I posted what I did. It wasn't against you, TJ, but literally you were among like 5 people that had put something on Messenger like within the last day, and 3 of them were hacked. So that's why I did that. So, and I know that it's gotten worse because Facebook has that option where you could share something as a story, or you could share something directly in Messenger instead of sharing it on your page. And with the climate that we're in, the political and divisive climate that we're in, a person would much rather share something on Facebook to individuals versus put it on their page and make them a target. It's kind of a sad world we live in when people are afraid of giving their opinion on things for fear of some kind of reprimand. So it's all good, TJ. It's all good. I just don't want you to think it's personal. I've literally had to block, really. You know, it's funny. I hung out with Big Houston the other day. He was in Springfield, so we hung out. You know, it was pretty good food. And I told him something, and he's like, I said, yeah, didn't you see my Facebook? And he goes, dude, you blocked me on Facebook. And I'm like, I blocked you? Why? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember now. You got hacked. He goes, yeah, but we fixed it. I'm like, okay, well, I'll unblock you and I'll do a friend request. But yeah, I mean, I block people that have been hacked right off the bat. So. But we got 26 people in here. I've got absolutely nothing to say. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, bring them up now. If not, we're out of here. You look like a deer in the hill. Oh, that's funny. Is that how they spell viewers in Sweden? Cool. I guess I gotta figure out where I'm going. I guess I'm 70 miles from where Jeff is. I still gotta shower in, and then figure out where I'm gonna put my trailer, because I don't think he wants my big ass trailer in his driveway. Do I plan on getting a newer truck anytime soon? That's a good question, old fat white guy. No. I thought about it. I actually went and looked at some trucks I know I joke about it. I do clickbait. I know you guys get tired of that. I know that if I ever do buy a new truck, I won't believe it until I'm actually driving it. And I get that. What cried wolf. But I got a really good price on a black Volvo 860 and a really good price. But I didn't want to make that kind of investment with COVID world going on. And if this position with Jeff works out and Jeff goes like he wants, I'm not going to want a new truck payment. I can't make the math work. And by that I mean to be able to run like I do and have a new truck payment with another 6 years investment, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Now, people have said, well, I mean, what else you're going to do? Well, you never know. I'm trying. I would rather take that kind of money and create multiple streams of income. There was a little business that my wife and I stumbled upon in Branson, and we actually thought about it because it was kind of a turnkey package deal. It'd be a great opportunity for someone, and I can't quite make that work either. But it was cheap. It was cheap, and I would rather, for example, instead of buying a new car or a new camper, instead of buying the newest, latest, greatest vehicles, I like having the fact that if I have to stay home a week, this truck goes down, I'm not worried about car payments, right? I try to create the least amount of stress and risk as possible. Does it get in the way of me expanding my business at times? Yes. But if I can get into a new truck for a certain price point, then I would do it, probably. But at this point in time, I still can't make, even though the Volvo was a good deal, I can't make that work. So now it's time to buy new. I agree, TJ, because everybody's like, oh, we need these rates to continue for a long time. Guys, that's what 2018 did. 2018, the rates were so good that what did everybody do? Everybody went out and bought trucks. And so what happened to the price of trucks? They went up. And everybody ordered trucks. Everybody was getting custom trucks. Everybody was buying trucks. And so the trailer that's on my back now literally went up $4,000 from 2017 to 2018. Same exact trailer. Nothing different. Because they knew that there was a higher demand. I mean, it's all supply and demand, right? And so if rates stay like they are now for a long, long time, it's going to happen all over again. We're going to have a 2018, and then we're going to have the gradual decline of 2019, and then the rock bottom of 2020. That's going to happen again. That's the cycle. It seems like that cycle's happening quicker and quicker. And so the problem is new trucks prices fluctuate with the market, which is good. What doesn't fluctuate is tolls, labor repair, repair labor, parts. Every state has seen a toll increase. So do I enjoy this kind of market? Yes. But it's not sustainable. So eventually it's going to come back down. So that's another reason why to be out here now, take advantage of this. But buy your custom W9 that's, $180,000. I mean, it just depends. But what if someone gave me a blank check to get a new truck, I would absolutely do it. But until then, I'll just kind of keep repairing this one. And this is going to be the year that this truck's going to ask for a lot of money. It already has. I think I'm up. Let's see. I think I can tell you. Hold on. So I'm at 6812 plus 551. So we're gonna round that up to 6 because that was the end of June. I know I had to buy a tire, so we're already up to 11,000 for the year on my maintenance and repair. That's including tires. So 11,000 divided by, and we'll call it 8 months. That's $1,375 plus my payment. So we're already at $2,960 a month. But as long as my truck doesn't cost me $5,000 next month, and then $5,000 the following month, then it'll be time to change things over properly. But until then, we're handling it. Is your choice of truck strictly KW or Volvo? Yeah, probably. And here's why. The Volvo dealership and shop and the Kenworth dealership and shop in Springfield is really good. I have no desire for international. And the Freightliner shop, I don't know. Every new, it's a newer truck, has been a Freightliner with the fancy headlights, you know. And I'm not saying they're all like that, but I hear the stories that my friends that have Freightliners that deal with Freightliner in Springfield have, and I really don't want anything to do with that. Which, you know, if you have a warranty, you gotta go to the dealership, right? That's how it works. So yes, those are the two main choices. $29.60 a month, but how much per mile over a lifetime? Thor, that's a good question. Thor, see, I like Thor. He's a businessman. I've been watching his videos. He's our newest contractor. And I see good things for him. I would have to have my program in front of me to know what the lifetime is. Lifetime, it's pretty dang good. It's been averaging about, let's see here. That's a good question, Thor. When I bust out my computer, I'll look that up for you. I'll look that up. Because I bought the truck in 2017 when I was at Schneider still. So yeah, I could probably look that up. Still less than one of those wonderfully priced and expect the SFI trucks. Right. Well, I definitely wouldn't. See, here's the thing. Leasing is more expensive because the carrier is taking all the risk, right? Because you can walk away and you're not worried about your repossession on your record or anything like that. When you get a truck through a bank, there's a lot more risk. So I definitely would not have a Schneider finance truck in the spot market for sure. That's just my opinion. There are guys that play it off. I would not be one of them. And that's what I tell you guys about math, because I have needs at home. I have circumstances that I don't talk about, and I don't want to be a slave to the truck. So having a brand new high dollar truck payment, you know, because here's the thing, if my truck costs me more on 1 month, I could run my butt off for that month and then catch back up. Whereas that new truck payment's always there, right? And warranty doesn't cover everything. Warranty, you definitely need warranty, right? But I got pretty lucky, knock on wood, with this truck. I didn't have much warranty on it, and I didn't really have the only big repair I've had was the clutch. That was the biggest repair I've had. This particular repair I just did was probably the biggest number I've had in this truck at one time. This truck was 15 cents a mile before I got it. Hopefully I can treat it right. 6 cents a mile lifetime I've had. It's so nice to buy on your own terms, not their terms. Bank versus SFI style lease. Right. Josh the Vegan, good morning. And Peeps and Whoppers are dinosaurs. Now I've been hearing a lot of negative on newer T680s. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine where a lot of people that had newer 680s regret getting rid of their older 680s. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I think that, I don't know, whatever, if I do get a new truck, it's going to be the last truck, but I don't see myself getting one, because buying a truck's a pain in the butt, you know, so 6 cents a mile lifetime. Well, you know, Thor, you're blessed for having those kind of records. I have all the records of this truck because it's an old Prime truck. And so any work that was done at MHC, they had record of it. And so I downloaded a 100-page PDF file, and it's crazy. I keep on this truck. I put in a binder, and it's literally this thick, you know. So, but I've had this truck 3 years. I think May of next year. So, and from there, who knows? But I know that my trade-in value is crap. Steve Berger got really lucky with the trade-in value he got for getting this new truck. And if I had the deal that he did, I probably would have went that route too. Because his truck was lemon, and it was costing him more than a new truck. And then they gave him so much on his trade-in that his new truck payment is I would do that, right? How many miles you put on that truck in 3 years, Steve? Not too many. Let's see. I want to say I bought it at 380. I've put about 260,000 miles on this truck. I don't run hard, guys. I'm not one of these 150,000 mile year guys. Denise White, good morning. Scott, did you contact Prime for the info? I have an old Prime truck too, and I think they have the ECM password protected. No, Scott, I got it through MHC directly. Because I want to say it was Success or Prime Leasing. I can't remember what was on the title. And I don't know, I'm not sure 100% why I was able to get all that stuff, but I think it's because MHC is literally right next door to Prime, and they used everything for all the maintenance. Because when these trucks came out, a lot of like in-house shops, in-house carrier shops weren't working on these trucks. They were taking them to the dealer for everything. And so I think that's why all the records were there. So So, because I know Steve Berger also had an old Prime truck, but he wasn't able to acquire the records like I was able to. Sell to Roscoe, he's building a fleet or parts truck for the Thunder shipping. Yeah, my parts wouldn't work for him because he's got the Cummins, not the car. My truck has got almost 700,000. It had 474 when I was assigned this truck by my company. And how long you been in it? And kudos to you, John, for staying at one company for as long as you have. So I don't. Oh shit! I'm almost empty. Once that green light goes, man, out of here. So I guess if I had 50 down, I would get a new truck. But then there's a decision: do I really? Which new truck would I want? You know, do I want style or do I want practicality? That is another question. He's steaming with himself. I think if Big Houston was given an opportunity to be an owner-operator again and be in a self-dispatch and use the same work ethic that he has, I think he would do well. How much is the right weight gauge for the trailer? This truck came with one for my drives. Awesome. The trailer I think was 180, but it was a truck special, so I think they normally retail about 200, and then it was about another 100 to get it put on. Now, if you're mechanically inclined, you can put it on yourself. But if not, and it was a little bit extra for me because they had to weld something or other. So, and I want it professionally done. I am not mechanically inclined at all. I'm lucky to change light bulbs. Alright, sleeper, the last truck I'll ever need, right? Good morning, Quick. But Thor, it pays for itself. Trust me, I think I've scaled. Instead of scaling out 5 or 6 times a month, I've been scaling like maybe once every other month, once a month maybe. Look, being an owner-operator is all about attitude and managing your money. That's it. There's no secret formula. There's no, you know, going back to my yesterday's video, you know, people ask, well, I can make more money as a company driver. Well, if it's all about money, then do that, right? If it's about running a business, if it's about owning a business, if it's about a revenue stream, then you got to take the good with the bad, right? And so by being able to manage money, now mind you, here's the other thing. If I had stayed at home during all of COVID world, I would have not been able to pay for the repair that I just had. But because I kept running, I had money in the bank to take care of it. So it's all about money management. Any leasing company will give you a truck. Okay, you're going to pay out the ass for it, but any company will lease you a truck. It's how you manage your money. And if their lease payment is so high that it's unmanageable, then that's not a good plan, right? It's not sustainable, and that's what it's about. It's sustainable. I can go out and get a new truck tomorrow if I want. It'd be about probably $2,900 with what this trade-in will be a month. Is that sustainable for the next 6 years? Yes and no. I would have to be out a little bit more, but at the same time, would it be sustainable if something major was to happen at home, or something major happens to the country, or something major happens to anything? Would it be sustainable? Maybe, maybe not. For some people it would, for some people it wouldn't. I saw a brand new 2020 Volvo 860 for 140K. I used 2020 with 100,000 for 89K. Wow. See, the market is really good to buy a truck right now. And that Trucker Stable that used 2020 with 100,000 miles for 89K, that is a good deal because they've already taken the hit on the FET. I guarantee you that was the person that bought the truck at the wrong time and went out of business. In-depth question, what is your optimal credit cash flow ratio as an owner-operator? Not sure what you mean, TJ. Paid $1,000 a week for lease truck 2015. Yeah, that's tough. $4,000. Look, $4,000 a month is hard work. I mean, there's no other way to do it. I'm not going to say it's not doable because Schneider Finance guys are doing it all the time, but it's definitely less room for error. And if any of you have been trucking for more than 3 minutes knows that things don't go out perfectly around here. Just a minute, just got the alert, guess I gotta slide the red line. That's what I did in March. I use credit for some things and cash flow on others. So I always try to keep at least 2 to 3 months of fixed costs in the bank account at all times. Do you rely on more on credits or accounts with cash to run things? Okay, so that's okay. That's a better way to put that question. It depends. Sometimes of the year I'm using more credit. Other times of the year I'm using all cash. For example, like this big repair, it all once it hits the statement, I'm going to pay all but probably 10% off. I'll pay it all off, right? And then that way it shows a balance. That way my credit looks good, and then I'll finish the rest off in like 2 or 3 months. I got less cards than Roscoe. For me, $25.75 credit for emergencies, cash for security. Yeah, that's a good ratio there, Burger. Or Brugger. Congratulations on your new position in the company. Thank you, Denise. Use the credit to build a company credit if needed. Right. That's kind of what I do. But you can't think about credit as this. It's easy for it to get away from you. It's easy to be complacent, and it's easy to not manage your money as good, and it's easy to lose willpower, right? How's the brokerage going? I have no idea. Just the voice of reason, is that OTJB? You bought your truck used, so did you use depreciation 3-year for insurance and refinance? No, I have not. I was about to refinance this truck, but I thought better of it. I guess I could, but I don't know. Smooth Trucking, good morning. Oh, it's Eric, okay. Pay it quickly and don't let it sit on the card. No sense building interest for them. Right. And it's on a 0% card. That's the thing. So we got a little bit of time. on insurance quotes. Yeah, I've thought about refinancing the truck, but I don't know. I'm just playing wait and see. I don't want to refinance and then a month later, like, yeah, I'm going to buy a new one. Screw it, you know. I didn't want to make that decision. So stay the course. Sometimes just staying the course is what you need to do. I believe when you refinance, you start the loan term all over, 5-year, 3-year from zero. Yeah, I mean, if I refinance a month, but then that would tempt me to only pay $500 a month on the truck, not pay it off early, and then pay more interest in the long run. So yeah, I mean, if you start finding guys really did the math on your trucks, you're paying a lot of money at the end of the deal if you don't get it refinanced after the 3 years. And someone suggested that I refinance the truck and trailer together, and I don't want to do that because let's say I want to get rid of this trailer, I can. You make it easy. So I have a decent trailer payment. So all in all, my truck and trailer together is only $2,300 a month if you don't count repairs. So and $1,000 a month. Right now I'm at $1,300 a month, but unless, knock on wood, something happens next month, my repairs aren't going to be as high next month. So I try to pay all credit by the 27th of each month. It works well to keep the fat man interest off my back. That's good. That's a good plan. And the best thing is to have a plan. That's the thing. If I really want a new truck, I would have to come up with a business plan. Okay, how would I make this work? I had a friend tell me that he has his own authority. Jeff used to tell me this when he first started. He had Jeff's numbers was $1,000 a week for a new truck, that lease that he had with the Volvo. All the insurances, his authority, and trailer came out to $1,000 a week. Did I say month? I meant a week. And that's everything. Authority, fixed costs, everything. And so the only variable was fuel. And if I really want a new truck, and Trucker's Table's got my curiosity peaked with that $90,000 truck. You have to come up with a business plan. You can't just go to the dealership and like, oh, you know what, this looks good, I'll just pick that one, and then worry about the numbers later. You can't do that in this business. You just can't. You can, let me rephrase that. You can, but you definitely have some bigger challenges ahead. But anyways, guys, I think they're about to give me a green light. We are definitely empty. And we're going to get on out of here. Gotta figure out a place to park and shower and go see the boss. So I've got a GoPro vlog worked up for this. Don't know if I'll put it out. We'll see. We'll see what kind of free time I have. Because we still gotta wait for the Postal Service to bring the ELD in. So I might have a day off. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the conversation. And the important thing is keep your head on your shoulders and don't let emotion rule your life. But, you know, don't let fear get to you, right? So anyways, run your business. You're a businessman, run it, all right? So anyways, see ya.